What if I told you that being too nice can actually make people lose interest in you? It sounds strange, maybe even wrong. After all, we've always been taught to be kind, polite, and respectful. We grow up hearing things like, "Good people are always nice," and "Treat everyone well." And yes, kindness is a beautiful quality. But there's a difference between being genuinely kind and being too nice. And when nice becomes your entire personality, attraction can slowly start to fade away. The problem is not being nice. The problem is losing yourself in the process of trying to be nice. When you become too nice, you start agreeing with everything, even when you don't actually agree. You say yes when you want to say no. You avoid conflict at all costs. You try to make everyone happy, even if it means sacrificing your own needs. In the beginning, people may appreciate this. You seem easygoing, supportive, and pleasant to be around. But over time, something changes. People may start taking you for granted, ignoring your opinions, or even losing respect for you. And without respect, attraction cannot survive. From a psychological perspective, attraction is closely linked to something called value perception. People are naturally drawn to individuals who seem confident, independent, and selective. In other words, people value what doesn't come too easily. When you are always available, always saying yes, and always prioritizing others over yourself, it sends a subtle message that your time and attention are not limited. And when something feels unlimited, it often feels less valuable. This doesn't mean you should play games or act distant, but it does mean that having boundaries and self-respect makes a big difference in how others perceive you. Another hidden reason why being too nice kills attraction is the approval trap. Many people who are overly nice are not just being kind, they are seeking validation. They want to be liked, accepted, and appreciated by everyone. They fear rejection, conflict, and disapproval. So they adjust their behavior to fit what others want. But here's the irony. The more you chase approval, the less attractive you become. Why? Because true attraction is built on confidence. And confidence comes from being comfortable with not being liked by everyone. When you are constantly trying to please others, it shows insecurity, not strength. There's also an important element that many people ignore, and that is challenge. Attraction needs a bit of unpredictability and individuality to stay alive. If someone always agrees with you, never questions you, and never expresses a different opinion, the interaction becomes predictable and eventually boring. People are naturally drawn to those who have their own thoughts, their own standards, and the courage to express them. Disagreeing respectfully, setting boundaries, and standing your ground are not negative traits. In fact, they make you more interesting and more attractive, because they show that you value yourself. This brings us to a crucial distinction between being kind and being nice. Being nice often means saying what people want to hear, even if it's not true. It means avoiding discomfort and prioritizing likability. On the other hand, being kind means being honest, even when it's not easy. It means doing the right thing, not the convenient thing. Kindness comes from strength and authenticity, while excessive niceness often comes from fear. And attraction is always drawn to authenticity, not to people who are trying too hard to be liked. So what should you do instead? The answer is not to stop being a good person. It's to become a more authentic version of yourself. Start by saying no when you genuinely don't want to do something. Understand that you don't need to explain or justify every decision you make. Respect your own time, energy, and boundaries. Allow yourself to have opinions, even if they are different from others. And most importantly, stop trying to impress everyone. Not everyone needs to like you, and that's perfectly okay. The right people will appreciate you for who you are, not for how much you try to please them. When you begin to respect yourself, others start to respect you too. When you stop seeking approval, you naturally become more confident. And when you are confident and authentic, attraction grows effortlessly. It's not about being less kind, it's about being more real. In the end, being kind will always make you a good person, but having boundaries is what makes you attractive. You don't need to chase attention or force people to like you. Just focus on becoming someone who values themselves. Because when you value yourself, the right people will value you as well. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe to the channel for more psychology and self-improvement content that can actually change the way you think and live. And let me know in the comments, have you ever felt like being too nice affected your relationships? I'd love to hear your thoughts.